because he has luxury. If it is going to be a Pajkatt Faceless Void, and it is going to be, then he can afford to play this a little more patiently and make sure that he doesn't get jammed up by the Winter Wyvern, because he has an answer to the Winter Wyvern himself.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see what happens here. Vega on the right-hand side, gonna have Mag on the Clockwork. We have G playing Timbersaw middle. We have Sonneiko playing Earth Spirit, not Wyvern actually. CeMaTheSlayer will be playing the Wyvern instead. And last but not least, we'll have Ditya picking up the Luna. NaVi on the die side, all yours.
Got RMN once again on the Leshrac. He has a ton of tangos. Biver's on the Ogre Magi following suit. 1, 2, 3 stuns here with Generals. Starladder joining that lane most likely. Dendi Mag up towards top lane, Faceless Void. He's going to be 1v1 up against the other Mag Clockwork. That's a lane that Faceless Void can do okay with, but still Clockwork is going to have a pretty clean time. Mag usually is very successful with Clockwork up against like the worst of lanes, but 1v1 up against Void is a perfectly reasonable lane for this Clock.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this again on bottom. We've seen this before.
Watching the previous game is the question. Wait, where's the Shadow Demon? Oh wait, no, the Shadow Demon this time, so it's just RMN. He's gonna disco a little bit.
Well, it's still, you know, Edict for a lot of damage or stun, just chain it up. You're almost gonna wander in.
This is almost deja vu, right? Wait, did that happen?
Did you not see him?
Wait, how does that work? How does fog work, guys? There we go.
No,
okay.
he definitely saw him. Okay.
Flies
Run away.
Okay.
You know, I think that can work once, but as soon as people see it, they know they know it's gonna happen. They're gonna be
Ditya Rock gets hit by the stun though. You say that, you jinx it, and it's
okay.
Hey, but it didn't work the last time. To be fair, technically, it didn't work the last time. So this is the first time this is happening. Right.
Well, that was mostly just Ogre Magi Starladder things, right? That was just Ignite into Crush, and then Leshrac was there as well. He didn't really come from that angle necessarily to make it a success, okay? So that's fine. They're gonna kind of try their best to force Sonneiko to stay over towards this mid lane. We can already see Dendi actually thrashing G. I don't know how G dropped that low that quickly. But if they can keep this 1v1 matchup in mid, 1v1 matchup up top, then NaVi are going to be pretty happy.
You see Dendi's skewer is on cooldown, so probably skewer the tower.
I watched the overlay.
Yeah, I changed it. I changed it already.
Okay.
Caught it like a minute in after introductions. I always do this check now. And
okay, no panic, no
they
panic,
can have
guys.
window mode for a while. It's all good. Alright, that's a 2-minute delay, guys. So as usual. So by the time you hear this, I already resolved that problem.
Alright.
I'm a pro.
This lane for NaVi gets a lot easier on bottom once they pick level 2. Ever getting that Fire Blast just to set up for that Split Earth. RMN getting a little bit of extra damage. Make this lane a lot more deadly. And still, they're locking Sioma and Sonneiko both to this lane.
Oh. Dendi is, I think at this point, a Magnus expert, so maybe he knows the little tricks to offset against Timbersaw, because Timbersaw is a really popular pick in pubs as well, so he probably gets a lot of practice in his middle lane. This matchup, he probably has played it a lot of times.
And Dendi, we saw in his last game, get very few points in Skewer. Obviously, you get Shockwave first, but he got a lot of Empower to funnel into Pajkatt. We may see a similar situation here, or if you really feel feisty, trying to get those kills with the help of an Ogre and a Leshrac,
yeah,
being a little bit more Skewer may be the order of business as well.
Does G have the power of this of the radar? It's the question. Dendi is just baiting him with these hits. Biver does have Fire Blast, so we want to bait G down to the lower ground before they make this attempt. The smoke is wearing off, so they have to go for it now. And I don't think they have the balls, so they're gonna back off.
They tried to do the exact same thing in the last
General.
Well.
Gets tagged there. The stun comes out. Gonna juke that with Ditya. The crush comes out though. Is there another beam? There should be another beam. The salve comes out just in time, and RMN might have just saved his general's life. And Ditya, wow, another stun. Who needs Shadow Demon when you got this? The lightning storm, the slows come out. Ditya in a lot of danger here. Iron Man with one more right click and the lightning storm takes him out. Or rather, Iron Man takes out Ditya. Wow, that was some incredible individual Leshrac play if I've ever seen one.
I mean, last game they didn't really land the Shadow Demon Leshrac combo all too many times. And Leshrac's play in the last game was very good as well. So, I mean, RMN seems like he's just on a roll with this hero and locking down and killing off Luna now twice, limiting her CS as well. And they're not getting a ton of CS for Slaughter, which kind of sucks. But that should come in just a little bit. If they're keeping Luna out of the lane, they should be happy with that. And, I mean, pretty much as per normal, Pajkatt leading the CS board, Dendi not too far behind.
Yeah, well, Pajkatt. He's I'm surprised his mana is so high up actually. Usually against a Clockwork you lose a lot of mana.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he just based and we just missed it. There's a possibility there.
Oh whoa. That's a kill down bottom. I think we just look bottom. This place seems to be the fighting central. Sonneiko getting hit there by the Leshrac stun again. Iron Man. And what is so, you know, seeing, oh, there's a skewer there from Dendi. He does skewer G back into the tower range. There is 3 points in the reactive armor now, so it's less damaging than it was at level 2. But Dendi does get as much harassment as he can onto G here. There's gonna be a shockwave. Yeah. G missing a couple of denies here in the middle lane. Although he is on top of the CS charts, he is dropping quite a few denies in last hits, yeah.
It's okay still for Vega. Like top and mid are still going okay for the Vega side. Perhaps not as well as they really would have expected. Earth Spirit again forced to stay mostly in this bottom lane area. Hasn't been able to help out anyone, but as long as they're kind of breaking even, both sides should really be happy with that status quo. They're not going to expect this though. General, instead of the Ogre to be roaming in towards mid.
Haze. Oh, but Pablo, Sonneiko, sorry. Sonneiko's easy, but then he's low. The RP finds the Timber Soul. There's chain stun number 1, chain stun number 2. General finds it, but there's so much tank on this G. He is not going down. And that's the RP blow, and then G just walks away. That's OS Frog.
The problem with having General be the one ganking is that his crush is physical, and you know that G is going to have like at least 10 stacks of reactive armor. So your crush actually does nothing. RP doesn't actually do a lot of damage either. It's only a 50 damage nuke, so Arman's the only one doing damage. Magnus is hookshot though, yeah. So I guess fair is fair.
Yeah, well, there you go. One big ulti for another.
Clockwork's ulti is much smaller, but it's, you know, similar importance. You just use them in the same way.
It's more of like the level 6 mark. You want to get a kill with that. Oh, this Luna is in trouble. Again, blocks the crush with the embrace. Very nicely done. Ditya is going to try and turn this one around now with his buddies. The Starladder is dropping low. General does not know when to go back. Ditya though might go down here, but there's a stick charge.
Nope.
And now Biver gets juked out of his mind. Sonneiko gonna club him. Pajkatt's here. Drops the Chronosphere. And that's Ditya greedy for that EXP, getting punished, and Sonneiko dropping low as well. Pajkatt showing the right amount of aggression. Has 9 seconds left on that jump. Will he get it in time? There's a cold embrace, so he could juke Pajkatt here. General is here to seal the deal, and a bash does. Yeah, this should be a kill there. The crush and Pajkatt gets a double kill, so the slow only buying a little bit of, no, the freeze only buying a little bit of time, but Pajkatt still nice rotation for him, and that is an ultimate that went well. Oh, middle lane. Iron Man. G has a chakra. Yes. Oh, that's the hook shot. Okay, this one latches.
And G is casually tanking tower shots after Mag cleans up that kill. There's just not enough magic damage in this area to kill off a Timbersaw. Just matchup-wise, Timbersaw has got an edge here. And Ogre Magi, he doesn't really do a lot of magic damage. That's not really his role. He's even obviously going for Bloodlust, so he has even less magic damage. I don't really know how they kill G if G is, you know, gonna maintain his reactive armor stacks. They need to unlock him in a tower and then
killing G
him down with
later
everyone.
On in the game. When they get Corrosive Haze, that's gonna be a lot more doable. But General, he's got an Invis rune. They see Sonneiko.
Kill possibly, but I don't think they have enough damage there to kill off this Earth Spirit. Yeah, they're not even gonna try. Kind of surprising, some of these rotations from NaVi. And with Faceless Void, you kind of expect Chronosphere to be used outside in some different lane. You don't expect General to be the one roaming around instead of the Ogre Magi, so seems like these rotations, to some extent, have caught Vega off guard.
Yeah. Well, General is there in the middle lane. Appears right in front of G. But G knows he can't die. 20 reactive armor stacks. So he's sitting at 34 armor right now at 9 minutes. It's a wonder this hero even dies in early game.
Where's this Luna farming? Ditya is forced out. His CS is still not too bad. His net worth, though, is really not where he wants to be. Just now overtaking his friendly Clockwork. They're going to try to get her involved with Eclipse. A hookshot isolation with the cogs into Eclipse should be a kill on the vast majority of heroes in this game.
I think General it is, yeah. Tag, you're it. Should be a clean kill. Shouldn't be too complicated. Got a corrosive haze though. Oh no!
Oh. What?
What? Oh man, Vega. That is not how you Dota. Yeah.
Yeah.
They had all the time to wait though, and they botched that too.
General was even going aggressive there, so they could have like just baited him in a little bit more, have G just stand there and fist fight him for a little while and then jump the trap. I don't know if it was Mag or G who's to blame there, but either way, it's Vega wasting a lot of time with the Clockwork. Yes, now he has no hookshot, but more importantly, Luna also didn't get any action there. He was also wasting quite a bit of time, whereas for NaVi, Pajkatt, starting with Yasha, he's pretty happy.
This guy loves to party. Look at him. Doesn't have any points in Edict though, so very hard to turn this into a tower push. They have Chrono, so they could be looking at a kill here if they want to. General.
Bloodlust is level 3 as well, so Pajkatt's attacking very fast.
Oh, our man going for the stun here, CeMaTheSlayer. We find him. Gets a crush him.
Faceless Void also has the attack speed talent right now, so he is just going pure offense right now.
Yeah.
Bloodlust and Empower, we may see like shades of some of that old carry Void from the rework.
I think carry Void, no, Void actually goes for Mask of Madness now. I'm not sure if he gets it because of Bloodlust, but Mask of Madness is actually pretty decent on Void now because yeah, it's strong. It doesn't make you take 30% more damage. Just reduces your armor by 5 and silences you, I think. So it's not as bad as the last time. 5 armor.
That seems a little bit excessive with this setup, as you mentioned. Like you already have
hookshot
steroids. You don't need to go.
They're gonna roll in. They're gonna go for the Ogre of all people. Those stuns on Max, so he will not be close enough for that cog in. And now the reinforcements will have time to arrive. And again, Vega get thwarted there, wasting a lot of time, like you said. Pajkatt once again top net worth.
Only 1 out of 4 hook shots, I think, have landed for the clock. The rough time for Mag, kind of uncharacteristically missing these hook shots. Usually he's always on point, landing hook shots that no one has any business actually landing. But yeah, this game seems to be a little bit rough for him. General with Invis found Sonneiko.
Oh, this time they got him. Yeah. No rolling away. And another bash as well. Pajkatt gonna find that one. Now it's a question of whether General gets out or not. The corrosive haze will tag him. Will make it good for that tracking of his movement as well. Looks like Biver will be a sacrificial lamb, as they say. And gonna drop an observer before he throws down. So per Ogre. But he buys time for both of his cores to get out of there. Slaughter close to the blink.
Ditya found a lot of time, meanwhile, to push down this top tower. Our men just getting some experience in the meantime, but yeah, Luna having a little bit of free time is very important for this Vega draft. And the Timbersaw is going to be doing a lot of work right now, but having these supports of Earth Spirit and the Winter Wyvern, it's hard to make sure your damage lands with them.
Look, they got G, guys. They got him. 34 armor. What? Mag hooks in though. There's a Winter's Curse. I'm not sure that's the best curse though. Mag is wasting a lot of his battery assault charges. Now Pajkatt going in there, bashing Mag over the face. Will he get the kill though? Biver tries to club him down, and the Earth Spirit really not retreating right now. Ditya deploys the Eclipse there. Pajkatt goes back in time, reverses that damage. But they do still pick up the Ogre kill, so nice little bit of farm there for the Ra. But the kill score 6-6, pretty even.
Winter's Curse questionable. They do finally kill off G, however. So for NaVi, that's a difficult kill to have. Echo Saber, RP, with Dendi having maxed out in power. He's doing some pretty sizable right-click damage at this stage. Blink Dagger, next item, of course. So it's at least possible for them to kill off this Timbersaw. But if they had Winter Wyvern a little bit closer, I think with a Cold Embrace, he probably lives the Timber.
Well, G is morsel. Who would have thought? Pajkatt going for that Manta style. It's gonna be good for getting rid of Magnetize. I think that's gonna be one of the more annoying ones. The silence as well. Magnetize silence from the Earth Spirit, a big deal against this Faceless Void, making him almost untouchable against this lineup. Alright, another level 25 question. Do we go for Time Walk cast range or 20% evasion for Void?
I'm assuming at that stage Luna is going to be pretty fat as well. I think with only Luna being at like a significant right clicker, you can probably get away with cast range. But I mean, we have to get there first. Our men's dying in the meantime.
Yeah.
I doubt we're going to get to that stage because I want to say like less than 50% of the games actually get to that stage.
But it's a carry
number out of my head.
Carries get 25.
And Pajkatt is farmed.
Yeah. Also,
we'll
do you
how
take
much room he
320 gold
has,
or do you take the 300 health?
Really depends on how fast he gets to that level 20 and what the stage of the game looks like. I don't think there's like one that you just get. The one that you have, that one is definitely one where you have to evaluate the pace of the game. If it's gonna go super long, then maybe you consider that gold per minute. But you're a core position 1 Faceless Void. Do you really need to get more gold?
Yeah, that's the question. 300 health is a lot. Sonneiko is gonna get caught in a bubble. Yeah.
Oh, he almost embraces himself?
Yeah. I don't think he was gonna save his buddy anyway. It's better that he didn't show himself.
Yeah.
Because chances are, usually when
still...
these things happen, Void comes in and gives you a first hit bash. That's how this game works. Mag has a hook. He's looking for targets. Look for the pony. General has Blink, so we might want to debut it properly.
Blink, Corrosive Haze, Crush with Armen there. A lot of damage towards G, but I don't think it's going to be lethal amount of damage unless they get another hero involved.
And plus,
Pajkatt's Chronosphere is obviously down.
It's quite a bit. Amplify and Diabolic Edict will do a lot of damage together, right?
He also had... it really depended on how many stacks of reactive armor he had at the time. I didn't get a good look at that.
Yeah. But Edict is purely physical now. I think they removed that mixed type of damage a few versions ago. So Amplify damage and Edict does a lot together. But looks like NaVi don't want to give up this tower without a fight. Just kidding, they are. And Vega get some map control on the board, and Ditya gets the farm he needs. He will have money for that Dragonlance now. They're not stopping there.
They have Hookshot, they have a Curse. They find Vision on anyone, they could definitely jump in with Mag and feel pretty safe in doing so because of the Winter Wyvern as that backup tool. Right now, they only know that Dendi's around. They don't know where... Okay, now they see our men.
They Hookshot in there. Okay.
Really?
Ditya, that is the worst time. The worst time.
There is Dendi with a Blink Dagger off to the side, so I think what he does is move up to the north, tries to catch 2 or 3 in the RP. They have to leave our men for dead. General also has his Blink, so NaVi can take this time to set up, but they don't have Pajkatt, and he does not have a Chronosphere even if he does join. So I think they probably just cut their losses here and back up.
Yeah, this is one of those times where you to be continued, and then you guess what's happening next. So Does Iron Man die? Yes, no. Check,
Armen
hit it.
dies. Everyone else from Navi just
Vote
backs
1
off.
for yes, 2 for no. Go. If you get banned by Moobot, it's not my fault. Iron Man dies. So, you guys that type 1, congratulations. You win some internet karma. But Vega, get a speed snipe there, and I think Mag... I think his 2 successful hooks have been the last strike, so... So far, Pony's been taking it like a champ.
Yeah, it's something for Mag, right? Like, as long as he's able to land those hook shots now, he can still give his team that number advantage, start fights in a really awkward position for heroes like Leshrac, who need to be on the outskirts, who need to be at the periphery of the fights, put them in the middle of it, take them down very, very quickly. It will be a little bit different once he completes 4-staff Leshrac, but that's still a pretty long ways off. So Vega, take that opportunity to clean out the entirety of the mid lane, and a big reason why they went for that push to begin with was because they know that there's no chrono. Pajkatt, though, wants to use it again on Ra.
General sees juicy targets.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He sees juicy targets, but I think Seema is actually a really good... I think he... Oh! Wow, the sentry ward. Did he see that? Or maybe he was running out. Immediate port out. Yeah, Pajkatt didn't have mana. I was wondering why they didn't set up with a crush into chrono or something. Yeah.
You have very little mana. You know that if you use a Chronosphere, it will be down so that the enemy team will be pretty likely just to make a similar play like the one they just made over in mid lane. You lose a couple towers, so I think for Navi right now, they just kind of want the Faceless Void to just farm creeps and try to avoid farming heroes. With Chronosphere, at least. If you get stun combos on them with the Ogre or the Leshrac or whatever, then that's fine, but the Faceless Void still has a long route to farm for. Like, he only has one big item in the Manta.
Yeah. Well, he's not building the Diffusal Blade, he's going back to the Lincolns, so... The damage output from Pajkatt's gonna be less. It's actually a big deal if he burns away their mana. Especially since with that high attack speed. Lincolns will block Curse. Yeah.
Doesn't block all that much. Beam.
I think it's better that it doesn't block too much because you don't want too many things that are able to break your Lincolns beforehand. Loosen Beam is one of them. I think nothing else breaks it on the... Okay, the kick from Earth Spirit does. But yeah, only 2 spells break it, and the kick has to be melee range, so it's actually pretty good at resisting a curse. Because usually you're going to be chronoing Luna, right? So she's not going to be able to beam you.
Dire's top tower.
So
And last time
like
he did this, Juggernaut, he also had Lincoln Sphere as his, like, spy item, and then ended up with Eye of Scotty. So there's a chance he just did that as well.
Biver's got a Windlace and Arcane Boots now, so support's getting some money. Always good to see. It's so pissing when you save up money as a support to buy infused raindrops and you get hit by something like a rocket flare by accident and lose 1 charge.
Support life, dude. Very, very little you can do about that. Better get hit by a rocket flare than by a hook shot.
Another
right?
one.
There's another one. Some infused raindrop value right there. What a great item.
Yeah. But it is still really good for what it does. Oh, Mag, okay. Yeah, this, I think he killed himself. Late mill, yeah, he's in trouble. Pajkatt's like, I am going to kill you. There's the Starladder General. Gonna go in, Mag. Gonna lose his life. That was not the hook shot he was looking for. Now CeMaTheSlayer probably gonna get caught in time. Nope. Gonna curse him. But that's a big waste of a curse. The Fire Blast is there. Might buy Pajkatt the time to jump up for that Chronosphere. Pajkatt gets stunned up. That's the Amplifier and Seema. I think he just Chronos now. He's pissed. Yep. Gotta hit them with the Chrono, and now the Earth Spirit joins him in a time-stoppingly good amount of fun. But now G, without that Void, might not be able to die. Just kidding. There's a lot of damage with that Edict as well. Physical damage melting through that Timber Saw. Seems like Timber is balanced after all. And Ditya around the bottom lane, meanwhile, trying to rat will actually port out in time. So, score NaVi.
G is gonna instantly respawn, had enough Bloodstone charges for that. He only had, like, I think like 6 or 7 reactive armor charges. There were no creeps hitting him or anything like that. It was pretty much just heroes right-clicking him. Of course, makes reactive armor a lot weaker. So yeah, Navi pretty much just go ham. A little bit of mispositioning there from Vega. Like Mag kind of tries to suicide against a Magnus who is doing a lot of right-click damage. So you got to respect that. Plus has a skewer out. So
skewer into the shrine of all things.
Do that much. And of course, they group up for a Chronosphere, which is just all bad. They're gonna try to Roche. That is something that Navi can really punish, even though they don't have a Chronosphere.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of minus armor. No, they don't actually have minus armor. So this is a bad idea. You're softening Roche for the enemy. There's still RP. They may not be Chrono, but there's still RP. It's a slow Roche. Are they gonna do it? Mag can actually shut off this this passage with his cogs, but Pajkatt's in here. Oh, Pajkatt has to be careful. Nice cog there. Shuts the door pretty much there on the NaVi squad. They don't have the shrine to top them out, but RMN with 2 stuns. Big ones as well. G gets amped up. The Eclipse is coming in. Ditya picks off the Ogre, but that's all he gets. Pajkatt sees that there is a low health Clockwork, but now Sonneiko is trying it back. Gets the kill there. The curse applied onto Pajkatt, holds him in place, and NaVi lose a lot of heroes in that choke point. Do they chase for this kill though? G is gonna get caught there by the bash. There's gonna be a stun. There's gonna be a stun. General holds the stun, holds the crush, gets the 2-man crush, will sprint away. But that is going to be a Roshan for Vega, I think, with that no contest. So Pajkatt jumping forward aggressively. There's another crush. They look for the Chronosphere, but there's a lot of armor here. Pajkatt has to be careful, has the Manta, will dodge, jump away, trying to buy time, but Luna is going to stay focused on this. Get that Aegis. She is still chipping away slowly, eventually getting there, and he will. Sonneiko loses his life to General though, so they get a little bit out of it. Pajkatt was very close to dropping a Chrono there.
The difference in that fight is that Timbersaw actually had a couple of reactive armor stacks before that fight actually broke out. Cogs were questionable. Like, it seemed like he locked out a lot of his own teammates more so than he locked out the NaVi squad, but that's fine because the Eclipse landed very well. Dendi had the RP the entire time. I think had a chance to blink RP and hit 2, maybe 3 with it, but walked in and ended up getting hit randomly by cogs that were put down at the same time and really just didn't do anything in that fight. Those type of fights, so important to land an RP, because once you land the RP, that lets Pajkatt do his damage. If you don't land it, he's going to be really scared of actually committing in because of, well, all the responses that can be there from Vegas. Until he gets a BKB or something similar, Pajkatt's not going to want to go in without stun coverage, so the lack of RP there for NaVi really hurt them.
Dendi getting hooked out. I think credit goes to Mag as well. Really shutting off these narrow passages in the battleground. Very important. And once again, scouts out RMN, but this time Mag is not getting out of this one. He's gonna get smashed by that split up as well, and Pajkatt sends him reeling. Sonneiko tried to get a kick there to buy some time, but Pajkatt has enough damage with the Bloodlust. The Chrono is down for the Mag. For the Clockwork, that is Mag.
Well, I mean, you have Chronosphere down, but you still have an option for RP. BKB also makes it a lot easier for Dendi just to wade in through pretty much everything that Vega Squadron has. Again, not much that he has to worry about once he has that BKB up, and look for a walk-in to RP if that's really a necessity. But he has a lot more options now. Farm for NaVi is looking pretty darn high, and oh, he found a courier. Got him.
That is a dedication to the snipe. Alright, taking forward, getting spooked a little bit. The Lincolns is done, so Pajkatt has the Lincoln. Ditya gonna pop that right now with that loosened beam, so that's disabled for now. The hookshot finds RMN again, but now the BKB on General. The strike back is gonna come, but RMN gets hit by a laser beam. Is he gonna be able to get out of this? I do not think so. He's down to 21 health. The KS comes out from Sonneiko, gets the kill. The Shrine is now gonna be vulnerable as well, so they're gonna go for that one. Poor pony.
I mean, that's the job of Clockwork. Once you tag him with the battery assault, he's not casting anything. BKB on the Slaughter was used there, which, I mean, is great for Slaughter, I guess, but also makes it so that the Leshrac can't cast his spell still because the battery assault's only hitting him. So he's just being perma-stunned. He can't cast anything, and Slaughter can't help him out because he doesn't have enough damage.
Timber. I don't think they can kill him. No, the crush gonna miss that time dilation. applied there. The Lotus Orb removes all those debuffs. Nice pickup there by G, and they will get the Shrine, so the Dire losing quite a bit of their map control here. Not the dominant game we saw earlier against Horde. NaVi still having to struggle a little bit for this game.
I think this is fine though for NaVi because yeah, they lose the Leshrac, lose a Shrine, which is pretty much unavoidable. But they now have another Chronosphere up, so they have Chronosphere and RP. Vega, they might just straight up die to it. A lot of this team fight has to be controlled by CeMaTheSlayer, who with the Cold Embrace and with the Winter's Curse can actually just turn around and negate completely some of these plays from the NaVi squad, as long as he's not also hit by one of those spells, or a Crush, or any one of the million stuns that NaVi has. So his positioning in this fight has to be pretty much perfect, and he doesn't have a Blink Dagger or a Force Staff or anything like that to help him with his positioning, so it's going to be rough times for the Winter Wyvern, but he has to find his spell cast.
Yeah, Dendi getting BKB means that none of the restrictive stuff in those team fights will matter to him anymore. Dendi actually packs quite a punch as well himself. You know, check out that 157 bonus damage.
Dire's middle tower.
Oh, NaVi. Gotta go for the push here. Pajkatt sees that the Winter's Embrace, or the Cold Embrace, was used. There's a hook shot. They shouldn't be able to kill him. He has Manta style, so they're endangering their life by doing this. The Manta comes out. They're gonna juke away. Pajkatt might have to use a defensive chrono, but Ditya still wants to play here. It's fire blasted up. The multi-cast comes out. But Vega gonna push the issue here. Once again, the Lunar Death Ball gonna take effect, and NaVi split the map.
Well, still, they hold on to their ultimates right now. Still, getting Pajkatt farm is going to be the top priority. He is still hitting very hard with the Empower and the Bloodlust, but because he's gone for a Lincoln Sphere, next item is going to be a very heavy hitting tool in the MKB. So, you know, Pajkatt is still getting there. The Luna has a little bit of gold net worth deficit behind her opposition right now, but she's planning on Butterfly, which is already being prepared against. So this purchase for Luna is so good with the Manta style, but is already facing up against an eventual counter.
Dendi at 3,000 gold, almost. What's he buying next? Probably Refresher,
I think
maybe Shiva's God.
Oh, bottom, they caught Luna.
Oh, this is big as well. They bash her, amp her up, and with that Edict, with no creep support, you are taking 1,600. I remember the number was about 1,600.
With like minus armor, I don't know how much.
No, I mean without minus armor. Yeah.
It's a lot. He did 14.
Oh, G, trouble as well. Getting chronoed up. The hookshot comes in. He will bounce into illusions. Doesn't want to step into time bubble, but G is still alive. The Lotus Orb is there. Pajkatt getting a couple of bashes though. One more bash will do the job there. Pajkatt not getting the bashes he needs though, and the reactive armor starting to chip in. 20 seconds. Oh man, bash him.
Oh, I found him.
Does he get the bash? No! Pajkatt gonna be pretty mad about that. 20 armor is gonna slam the table for sure. And yeah, G says easy.
They got
reactive armor
though,
ready.
So, I mean, they would rather kill off the Timbersaw there, but they ended up killing the clock, and they kill off the Luna with just a handful of kind of supporty heroes. It's gonna be just enough to get them this tier 2 tower as well, and still they have this RP in their pocket if they need it.
Vega caught out Arman again. They blast up G. And there's General though, he starts to crush the corrosive cases there. Does he get a bash though? Does he get a bash? No, he does not. The curse is there, so Dendi starts wheeling on his own Starladder. The BKB is popped there by General. They are going to go for a full retreat. The curse is down, and Pajkatt doesn't have his Chronosphere, so I don't think they want to pursue this anymore. Maybe they want the fish. General is, after all, sashimi to them. Double damage. Gonna grab that one up. Why don't you grab it? Why we should not grab it?
Dendi is being very
nice
safe with his RPs.
What?
General, he just blinked into Ra.
Are you trying to bait? That is bait. Yep. Trying to bait. Look at that. General is a baiter. This guy is
There's a
baiting.
TP in his backpack. It's going to take him a long time to get that out.
Have you ever tried reaching to your backpack
Looks like he bought another
running?
one.
It takes more than 6 seconds. Dota heroes are pretty awesome.
Alright, well, he gets out of there, so he's fine. Looks like Dendi's actually going to go for an Orchid, I think is build that he went
Bloodthorn?
in the last game that we saw from him. It was pretty much this exact start, orchid into a refresher orb.
And that blood.
Type of item really does do wonders up against the Timbersaw, but you know, Lotus Orb.
But there's only
split
so
on
many
Luna.
things he can dispel, right? So
Yeah.
you just gotta time it right. Just don't silence yourself. Oh, General. DKB is available though, so it's gonna take a while to kill him off. But he's really going through those charges, so. Max Ace, okay. I'm just gonna wait for
Well, they got
5
G.
seconds.
Top?
Yeah. Oh no, again. They didn't even need the RP. Iron Man is just packing quite a punch here with the Eel Scepter and the stun. And Dendi just smacking him with 300 per hit. 340 almost. I'm bad at math.
We haven't seen RMN be like a really heavy hitting early game hero as far as controlling the early game and locking that down for NaVi, but having Leshrac, who has some game in the early stages and then is able to transition into a state like this where just if you find someone out of position with your Yule Scepter, stun them forever, do a truckload of damage with just your base spells. It seems like this is a little bit more in RMN's wheelhouse, this Leshrac, because 2 games we've seen him so far, and 2 games he just sold everyone.
Roshan is up.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Is taking it now smart? Can they do it? They need the fish. General's coming in.
They can do it in theory. Their observer ward coverage is rather on the light side. It's like very defensively positioned, so they won't really see anyone from Vega. Plus Vega have a hook shot, so yeah, you need a lot of observers if you're gonna do that safely.
Looks like they decide against it.
And Vega are gonna do it very slowly now.
How does RMN get so much farm?
He's Leshrac, dude. You just need like 2 seconds of the creep wave and it's dead.
Oh,
they found Earth Spirit.
That's real. That's no illusion. Well, you could say Space Maid, but Luna doesn't age as fast. And now they're gonna be in trouble if they're still grouping up. They have to be careful. Oh, Ditya Ross left there alone. Roshan bashes Dendi though. But they are going to definitely get this Luna. There's their RP. Gonna lock down Luna for a little bit. There is Iron Man blasting him with the Pulse Nova. Dendi is low. He's probably gonna drop there. He does. The Chrono could be there. Pajkatt has the Chrono in his own teammate. Will look for their corrosive haze, that beat on G, but G does so much damage, killing the Ogre in the meantime. Armando has the Yule Scepter to set things up. He will set it up here. The Timbersaw is dealing with the Shrine though. General gets blown up and G gonna be taking names. Armen in a lot of trouble. Sonneiko has a kick in 1 second. Doesn't have a Remnant though. Now he does. Pajkatt is earned up. I don't think Armen is getting out of here. Force Staff though keeps him up. Sonneiko getting punched and Armen even has the time to spin round for a split up before ponying into the distance. So Pajkatt with that MKB gets a nice kill for himself. So 3 for 3, Roshan stays alive. Biggest winner right here.
Another Chronosphere in a minute, 40 seconds left for another RP. The RP wasn't even that good. I think Dendi expected someone else to jump in and help out that Luna. It really didn't do anything except for stun Luna for a little bit more, but they do handle her enough so that they don't have to worry about the Eclipse in that fight. Let Pajkatt wander around with pretty much impunity. But, I mean, RMN, he's surviving, he's dumping his entire mana pool during these fights, and no one on Vega is actually able to get on top of the track. It has to be the Clockwork, but at this stage, even if Clockwork does hookshot into the Leshrac, you just Force Staff out or Yule yourself. You have so many options as this Lesh. They're gonna try to go in again. Pajkatt has no ultimate for this. I think this might be Vega's road.
Doesn't look like NaVi taking this line down. Time dilation. Roshan's getting bashed. Iron Man getting hooked out though. There's the Eclipse. Pajkatt's supposed to get out of there, but RP from Dendi speeds on him. Sonneiko has to take the Aegis, and as a result, I think Ditya is going to be pretty sad about that. There's the Orchid, lands on the Luna, bashes her right off the hit. And with that, Cure as well will pop Sonneiko's Aegis, so that Earth Spirit is coming back into the frame. Mag has been healed up. Pajkatt's Chronosphere is back up. The Winter's Curse is still on cooldown. 60 seconds to go. Chronosphere gonna lock down Sonneiko, bashes him in the head, and Dendi dropping low. G takes his life. Now going into that rush pit. He's low on mana though. RMN has the Yule Scepter in 4. Pajkatt still looking for targets. General is still sniffing out. 8 seconds to go. He's looking for it. Iron Man sets up one. Split up goes. Lands in G.
Oh, Pajkatt's trapped.
As well. Pajkatt's trapped, but so is G. He's been frozen by his teammate. Sets up enough time for that Fire Blast to come through. Their Lotus Orb is there, so the silence does not stick. Iron Man has to land another stun. The blink away from G. They will get it. Nope. They will not catch the Timbersaw. So this guy, once again, Houdini's himself out of trouble. But still a big win for NaVi, denying that.
Vega's Roche speed really hurting them. Oh, they're not done. Pajkatt's still taking a fight here.
He was actually trying to farm, and then walked right into G.
But it's Vega's Roche speed that's really hurting them right now. They don't have, as you said, any significant minus armor or anything like that.
Right?
They're handling the damage that Roshan is giving pretty well, thanks to the heal from the Embrace and whatnot. I think they had a creep in there as well from Luna's Helm, just tanking it up. But they go so slowly that it actually just took them so long that RP and Chronosphere both came back up. They did, I think, kill and take, well, they definitely got Aegis. They also killed it off, so I guess they got it in the end, but that is definitely not the Roche that they really were expecting there.
Remember what I said about G? Being a solid player. For the first time actually this evening, we see the top net worth being a hero that isn't NaVi's. G is actually top net worth now with his Timbersaw.
He's also level 25.
Oh yeah, what talent did he get? More 6% willing death. Okay.
Stat reduction.
Can get behind that for sure. Pajkatt, he's hitting that 25 mark. He said he wouldn't.
I didn't say he wouldn't. I said that the chances of it weren't super high. He's gone for the health over the gold per minute, because, I mean, it's a Faceless Void with Empower and Bloodlust. He doesn't need the extra cash.
Just get beefy.
Don't really think getting hit is what killing Pajkatt, though.
So 600, I think 600 cost range is pretty insane, actually. It makes it into the old jump. And at 6-second cooldown, it's actually pretty good. And especially since Vega is pretty light on the disable as well. CeMa is going to walk right into a world of pain, but so is Iron Man. He's going to be experiencing that. Pajkatt jumps in, he has the Chrono Sphere, he catches 3 of them in the Chrono save Iron Man's life as well. He managed to split him, and Dendi's here with the follow-up. How long can you stay frozen? But no, the curse sit around and the clip is there, so Pajkatt kills his own buddy, but Starladder is here. General bails out his team. It's like, I got this, you fool. Stand back. CeMaTheSlayer unable to run away and faces Void. Turns out to be a pretty good pick. 19-28. The team fight from NaVi is just immense.
That wasn't only like the perfect Chronosphere, but it happened in such a way that RMN was able to force staff out of the Chronosphere right before it landed. So he was doing all of his track damage while that was happening. Dendi had all the time in the world to just sit there, prep the RP, blink into the Chronosphere, knowing that, hey, I can just jam my R button and it'll land on 3 heroes pretty much guaranteed. Huge plays from Pajkatt. Will it get them racks? It seems like it. Luna's buyback, so does Winter Wyvern, but it's way too late. They clumped up a little bit too much there, Vega, and they got punished to the fullest extent. It's gonna cost them a set of racks and maybe even this tier 3.
Oh, Pajkatt gets hit by the rock. I think they take the tier 3 and run. Yeah. Battle
I don't think they get anything else.
I
think it's back off time.
They're not killing Pajkatt, are they?
He has BKB.
He's silenced. He's not gonna use it. He is. Yeah, he's gonna use it to TP away. Do they have Curse? They have Curse though. They could have killed Pajkatt there, but they want RMN. It's like, this guy needs to die. Well, he was living on borrowed time anyway. Pajkatt bailed him out once. The Reaper claims you eventually.
Well, we established that Pajkatt does a tremendous amount of damage, and that was actually one of the few fights where Dendi was involved with his RP that hit more than one person, so he's gonna go for a Refresher Orb. He actually had 5,000 gold towards it already, so yeah, he's gonna get that item mighty quick. But I mean, there's just so many diverse threats on the NaVi side. Like, the only one I'm not really scared of if I'm on Vega's side is this Ogre Magi. We even then could just roll lucky with a Fire Blast, get a full multicast, quad multicast, and just keep you there forever. And he's just Bloodlust anyway. Everyone else on NaVi is incredibly farmed and doing a huge amount of damage. Like, AC into Heart for a Starladder with no Hand of Midas. I don't know how General got this much cash, but he's loaded.
Well, fortune favors the bold, and he is one of the boldest guys I've seen play offlane. He's almost like channeling the spirit of Havos. In a sense, he never left NaVi.
We're gonna make those comparisons now. I don't think I'm ready for those type of comparisons.
Hey, these guys show like their level of aggression. They're almost like a death-defying.
They're not like going stupid aggressive though, like foolishly aggressive. It's
no,
pretty restrained, all things considered.
General
for
does
both
some
sides.
pretty crazy stuff without regard for his own safety. And Havos never really did stupid stuff. He did those really aggressive plays. You know, it's not always dumb.
That was
I don't know.
a different day and age.
I see some parallels. I don't know.
All right, well,
I just missed the guy.
Dendi does have his
was a great
orb
meme.
right now. G is
Yeah.
very precarious position. They know that someone's around here.
Oh, they
found him.
What? So was he just faking or what? Was Dendi faking?
I don't know, but he's dead.
Dendi has refresher. He could go for another round if they catch people off guard. RMN, okay, deploys BKB before running up the high ground. Pajkatt take notes. But no, not gonna happen. The BKB wasted, so his vigilance not rewarded. But at
I
least
don't think
the
he was
sense
in
to do that.
vision. I'm pretty sure they knew that he was in the area. And then he just kind of went for it with the skewer just to try to clear things out. I don't know how much of that was
Dendi's
intentional.
washed up, man? Come on, that was crazy play, right? I mean, if they saw him, they would have jumped right away, right?
Yeah, and
I
if he
don't think they
misses,
would
no
have
big
like
deal.
faked it a little bit. Yeah, I think that must
If
have
he's
caught
there,
G
he
off
looks like a
guard, too.
genius. If he's there, he looks like a genius, but if he's not there, then no one cares.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom barracks
Well,
are under
Now he
Dendi's
looks
the
like a
genius,
genius.
guys. Confirmed. Dendi's back. Oh, they have an
Sonneiko.
Acronyms and Sonneiko. They kicked the Ogre back into the well, but he's Ogre, so you're gonna waste a lot of resources trying to kill Le Ogre, and they hookshot him. Meanwhile, on bottom lane, Nexus is down, Sonneiko gets healed up. There's gonna be some setup. They're gonna look for our men, and looks like the pony is going down. Or what? Or does he? There is a Lotus on Eels. He's spamming the emotes, trying to juke away with his movement. Okay, waiting for the Lotus. Where are the
baiting.
generals? Here, he has let them all in. Like flies to trash. They're going in. Oh, RP stopped by the cuss. But now BKB from Pajkatt will deploy that Chronosphere, and the Luna vibrating under that Chronosphere is gonna get bashed non-stop. There's some server from Biver TV back in time for the action. The Magnus comes in with the secondary RP, and Luna spending most of the time disabled, not able to do anything. And Sonneiko trying to run away from the hurt there. New NaVi trashing old NaVi, it seems. And NaVi looking to take game number 1. We talked about the 2-0s. Did it happen, right? The dream? Yes.
They need 2-0s, and they need other people to, I think,
2-0,
they need certain other teams to lose as well.
Yes.
But this is a pretty darn good. It was very
Right
patient
to high.
at the end there from Dendi, just being able to. He only used one of the RPs. He has another one available right